So what advice would you give to students and their parents who are trying to choose a school overseas?
I think the reason why I choose to study abroad is really for the experience, because I think for a person, the most valuable asset a person will have is the experience that the person has gone throughout his life. And I think studying abroad is a really unique and valuable experience for those who have the privilege to do so. And even though it can be challenging, it can be exhausted, but sometimes it can also be very rewarding and fulfilling. And I believe it's an experience that you will never regret when you are looking back in 10 or 20 years' time. It's definitely a worthwhile experience too.
I decided to study abroad because I want to improve my language skills, and I also want to become more independent. And I think that living here by myself without my family in a foreign countries will help me to take more responsibility in my life and rely less on my parents. I chose Australia specifically because it's close to my home, and I chose Melbourne because it's a beautiful city. It's not as highly populated as Sydney, but it's still a vibrant city with great foods and cultures, and there are many places to visit outside Melbourne.
Why I choose to study abroad is because I want to experience a new culture, a new style of teaching. I choose to study abroad is because I think it's a good opportunity to experience the other culture. And I think study overseas, with some international study experience, can also help you for your future careers. And why I choose Australia is that I think Australia is one of my favorite culture.
Looking back at your time at Mater Christi, what do you think is one of the things that you appreciate most?
The thing I most appreciate is that I really want to say the teachers are really nice and they're really willing to help you. And they will come to you and ask you whether you understand what they are saying and how did you go with that. And they will offer an extra help to international students, and even they will give you a separate tutorial after school hours using their own time to help you.
One of the things that I appreciate most at Mater Christi is the teachers were really helpful. When we first started at Mater Christi, all international students have to do a bridging program, which help us to develop our English language skills before we move to mainstream classes. The time that I spent there helps me to adapt to the new environment, and the encouragements that I got from my teachers gave me the confidence to speak English in classes. And also in year 11 and 12, when we had to prepare for our VCE exams, I remember having difficulties understanding contents in some subjects, and my teachers were really happy to give me extra classes after school to help go over what I didn't understand in class, and that sense of support that I got from them was really good.
I was lucky enough to be elected as the international student captain during my year 12, and the school has provided with us a incredible amount of resources for us to organize activities and events for international students. And I believe is that the platform provided by the school really helped me to prepare for my university in terms of building up my time management skills, teamwork skills, and leadership skills. And I really appreciate that.
I really appreciate those events and projects that Mater Christi had for international students. For example, the open days. It really helped us to improve our organizing skills and also to work as a team. And it's also a really good opportunity for local students to understand our international students' life and culture.
So what's next for you? What do you think or hope you'll do in the next 5 years?
I think in the next 5 years, I will maybe continue a master degree in wine area, and maybe then I will hopefully become an electrical engineer or become master of wine.
In 5 years, I will probably be back in Thailand. I hope to be working as a lawyer in maybe international non-governmental organizations.
In next 5 years, Hopefully I can finish my Juris Doctor degree with good marks and also being able to work as a lawyer in banking or corporate area.
I think in the next 5 years, I hope I can finish my bachelor and master degree with satisfied scores. And also, before I go for work, I hope I can do more traveling. And as for jobs, I hope I can find a job that I really enjoy.